do that again. Now stop it. What you did? No. Pull it out real slow. Now stop right there. Stop right there. So from my perspective, right? And this, hold on. Don't say nothing. Listen to me real quick. No, leave it right here. I want you to leave right here. I want everybody to see what I see, right? Now from an officer, now look how you were looking back. You're looking back at me. And you got a gun like that. And my camera's gonna see what I see. So what my camera see? I want somebody to tell me what my camera see. What y'all see right here? Huh?
I'm only 19, but my mind is old, and when the things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Another nigga deceased, another story is told. It ain't nothing really. Yo, Thun sparked that Philly, so I could get my mind off these yellow bag niggas. Why they still alive, I don't know, go figure. Meanwhile, back in Queens, the realness, the foundation. If I die, I couldn't choose the better location. When them slugs penetrate, feel a burning sensation, getting closer to God. In a tight situation now. Born thuggin'. Heartless and mean, mugging at 16 on the scene, watching things bugging, kicking up dust with the older G's, soaking up the game that was told to me. I ain't never touch a gat that I couldn't shoot. Mobb Deep, the infamous, and Tupac. Still I rise. And you peep both of those age references. I'm only 19. When that came out, I was 14 years old, right? And it wasn't no phone. We was outside. And the music that we was listening to was a reflection of what we was actually doing. It was the theme song to everything that people thought about us and what we thought about ourselves. It shaped us. So when we was outside, it was safe to assume we was packing that heat. In a lot of cases we were. You had a whole lot of people getting shot by the police and getting their ass whipped and all kinds of stuff. Rodney King, rest in peace, Freddie Gray. Like, you had a lot of stuff happening, right? And which got us to the point where now we're wearing body cameras. Where now we can review the footage because, you had stereotypes, with the history of the country, it was a white officer, black suspect, number one male get shot. And, communities in the uproar going back and forth. And it's always the police officer word over the person who got shot. Sometimes they didn't have a gun. He had something that looked like a gun and it was justified to get thrown out of court or whatever, right? And it wasn't just black people, but that's the stuff that made the news for the most part because of the history of their country. And that's what's going to get people to watch, right? So, in this video we about to watch, from Uncle T, shout out to him. It's a video with a police officer and a young guy. And I think they about to demonstrate what the police see from their perspective when it comes to them possibly shooting somebody and what from the quote unquote suspect point of view and what they're actually doing. And how it's all interpreted in the heat of the moment. And I think this is a real good video because I think it should be used in training in thug academies as well in the streets, how it looks to police and vice versa. Let's watch it.
Walk it out. Now, hold on, I want you to talk us through it.
So, boom, I'm running you running behind me, boom. I hit this little cut for real, boom.
Hold on, all right, so hit the cut.
Boom. Mind you, it's a lure split right here. So I just try to slide it over.
Go ahead, don't do that again. Now stop it, what you did. No. Pull it out real slow. Now stop right there. Stop right there. So from my perspective, right? And this, hold on. Don't say nothing. Listen to me real quick. No, leave it right here. I want you to leave right here. I want everybody to see what I see, right? Now from an officer, now look how you were looking back. You're looking back at me. And you got a gun like that. And my camera's gonna see what I see. So what my camera see? I want somebody to tell me what my camera see. What y'all see right here? Huh? I can't hear you. Okay, say it one time loud. She said, like, you about to shoot. And so, what you make, your intentions may have been different, but perspective is reality.
I could speak to that because, you know, I've been in a similar situation, not when I necessarily had got shot, but I was a teenager. I had got locked up for armed robbery, and I was in a situation where I had to throw the gun, right? And a lot of times when you're running from the police, you're not. And so, all right, forget me. Recently, probably like a year or two ago, I did a video. It was a Baltimore City police officer pulled up on two young boys, right? And one of them walking behind them, the other one in the car. He got the book bag going. He got the hammer on him. Long story short, he ended up running, right? Black officer chased him, right? And Shorty trying to get rid of the gun. And of course, when you're running and you're trying to get rid of the gun, first thing you don't want to get the gun charged. The reason why, when you decide to run, all right, there's two things going on, right? If they come and you caught, you like, fuck it. You ain't even gonna tell them you got it. You don't let them find it, take you in. Boom, fuck it. You accept it. But and the other thing is, what do you got to lose, right? Other than your life. But what do you got to lose if you run? How much more running adds to the charge? If you ever ran before and went to court, they'll bring that up in the report, like, yeah, and the suspect ran. It don't add that much. It don't add no time to it. The charge would be the gun or the drugs or whatever, but it don't add nothing to it. You'll never get convicted, and then it's like, yeah, 5 years for running. So you really don't have nothing to lose when it comes to running. You got more incentive to run than just surrender, right? So anyway, the young boy run. And so he running to try to get rid of some of the evidence. He had drugs in the book bag too. Guns and drugs, you know, that's not a good combination, but whatever. So he running, he pulls the gun out. I know from experience he's not going to turn around and shoot the police officer, right? But when you look and you pulling it out, it's all happening at once. All your gears are turning. Heat of the situation, you're trying to get it out so you could toss it, but you're looking at the same time to see how much time you got to toss it or where the police at. Because in your mind, when you're planning this out, you're thinking you got the, you got the drop on them. You're going to outrun this officer, but in a lot of cases, you don't. So it's all happening. It's all one big mechanical movement. And like what Shorty did right here when he was demonstrating, this is what the police see in his body cam. This is what the police see. That's what they see in their body camera. And like he said, and that's what and the police ended up shooting the young dude, right? He didn't die, thank God. Shot him. I think he had a bunch of surgeries, hit him in his back, got him to the hospital. Everybody was upset, right? And, anyway, a lot of times it's just guys trying to get rid of the gun. But see, that police that shot the young boy, he could have killed him. He could have shot him in his head or whatever, but he shot him in his body. I'm glad he didn't kill him. But the way they train is exactly what he's explaining to these kids is that regardless of what you're trying to do, Shorty explaining, like, I see you, I'm in a cut, in a split, and I'm trying to get rid of it so I get out of there. But like he said, what his body camera going to see is you holding that gun like that. And that's grounds to get shot. I'm just telling you from a lot of instances, a lot of these young kids, they trying to get rid of it. Now, one will argue, look at thanks to body cameras, like I said before, once upon a time, it was all in the air. Was it right or was it wrong? Is the police just targeting black people, whatever the case may be, right? Was it unfair? And we see a lot of videos where a lot of these questions arise. Like, did they have to shoot him? Did they have to kill him? Right? And then, they'll release the body cam footage like a day later in some cases. Some cases 2-3 weeks later, they look edited or whatever. But one picture they always show, especially in one that's real questionable, is that still frame of what we're looking at right here. Some, you got the guys who feel like, fuck it, they not going back to jail, period. Not just get away. They just trying to buy time to try to not go back to jail. And that's by any means necessary. And they'll turn around and think they're going to win a shootout with the police. And the police already got the drop on them. They already set up, even when they're chasing you, they already set up to as though they already out each other's line of fire. So even the one behind you, you might get hit one coming. Probably get hit from one that's at 10 o'clock. Bang. And it's not really it's a lose-lose situation. I'm pretty sure a lot of these police, the good ones anyway, ain't waking up in the morning saying, I'm gonna go kill somebody. It don't matter who you are. It might sound slick, kill, murder. Even if you try to justify it, you look at people that was in the army, they having nightmares. That one dude that was a sniper killed had 30 something confirmed kills, black dude. They call him the Reaper. You hear some of his stories on YouTube? He's seeing dead people walk through his house. Like he killed so many people, he unlocked the underworld. He unlocked the underworld to where though not just him seeing this stuff, his father could see the stuff. So he ain't crazy. But yeah. It's just like we just gotta let's just watch this one more time. See what else we could pick from this. And shout out to Uncle T, man. I like the fact that when I first started seeing Uncle T on not TikTok, YouTube, he from my city, East Baltimore. And, he talking to the young guys, squashing beefs, explaining, young kids, they out here, killing. And he's bringing people together. He's at funerals, he just doing the work, right? And he's respected. See, the thing about doing the work, they be saying everybody need to come out, do the work, and da. A lot of people have hidden interior motives where they be trying to build little armies and militias and have you marching around, little stuff like that, right? Whatever, right? But when it comes to doing the work, everybody can do the work. And let me tell you what I mean. It's different roles we play. And a lot of it just start at home. But a lot of times you can't go out there and just think you want to talk to these people. It don't matter what your background is. Certain people just have the right spirit and they put off the right energy and they get respect. It ain't gotta be taken. It ain't gotta be earned. It gives it respect. And he's just one of those people. And so anyway, he been out doing the work for a long time. And this was something I'm assuming orchestrated by him, that he's bridging more gaps, not just with the people, the young guys in the streets, but with the kids out there doing all the shooting and everything. So I just think this is really dope. And I hope a lot of people, and shout out to this officer, man. I hope and this kid, hope a lot of people just realize we just need to just fuck all that shit and not be in these situations where we got to have demonstrations like this. But hopefully, it spread awareness for these young guys out here with that gun. Just surrender, dude. Especially you're a juvenile, just go to jail. Just go ahead to jail. It's all right. You get out. It's not the rest of your life. When you grab that gun, no, one or two things going to happen. No, three. You're going to kill somebody, get killed, or go to jail. So don't pick it up if you can't accept it. Don't pick it up if you can't accept it. Right? So, let's watch this one more time.
Walk it out. Now, hold on. I want you to talk us through it.
So, boom, I'm running you running behind me, boom. Mm-hmm. I hit this little cut for real, boom.
Hold on, all right, so hit the cut.
Boom. Mind you, it's a little split right here. Too. So I just try to slide it over.
Go ahead, don't do that again. Now stop it what you did. No. Pull it out real slow. Now stop right there. Mm-hmm. Stop right there. So from my perspective, right? If it's, hold on. Don't say nothing. Listen to me real quick. No, leave it right here. I want you to leave right here. I want everybody to see what I see. Right? Now from an officer, now look how you were looking back. You're looking back at me. And you got a gun like that. And my camera's gonna see what I see. So what my camera see? I want somebody to tell me what my camera see. What y'all see right here? Huh? I can't hear you. Okay, say it one time loud. She said like you about to shoot. And so what you make, your intentions may have been different, but perspective is reality.
Man, this clip right here is so powerful. It is so powerful. Because you got to remember, why are we at this point, right? With body cameras and how pictures are interpreted, right? How the video is interpreted. Like you said, granted, you was about to toss it, but any police officer gonna be like, nah, like he had it. I don't know. Like it could go either way. In a split second, a person can say, I don't have the time to toss it. I'm gonna try to fire. Nobody knows what who is thinking, but ultimately, the officer job is to eliminate the threat to themselves in the community. Because once the weapon comes out, now you not just a threat to him, but a threat to the community, and it could be, and it's a justified killing. And it's a kid. Even if they not shooting and kill you, you still have the potential to die because you were shot. Now we went from police officers, you know, with their word against ours when it came to shootings, and a lot of times because if they killed the person, it was just their word against a dead body. It wasn't nobody to argue about. But then you have situations where you got witnesses, and then it's the police words against the witness and how they interpret the situation, and the police win, right? So much death by police or death by the suspect putting the police in situations where they have to shoot, and when things come into question in lawsuits, now we at the point where we got body cameras, and now how we utilize the footage in saying, hey, it's like you're looking at a drone strike in another country when you're viewing this footage, right? And then now we got body cameras, we got dash cameras, because the dash cams was the thing before the body cameras, right? So you got body cameras, dash cameras, and what they do, they'll do all the different officers that was involved in whatever scene, whatever crime scene, and they'll put it all together as a compilation so you can watch it from different angles to make their case. In some cases, it's bad shootings, or you'll see some that is clearly bad. Like what's the lady who called the police on on her boyfriend beating her up or something like that? And when they came, she had the knife, and she ended up getting shot and killed. I did a video on that. But because she was the threat in the situation when they arrived, not her defending herself, she ended up getting shot. Because and say what you want, it's always going to be this still shot of why they shot. It's always going to be this still shot. And this could be a gun or a knife. And it's up to them to decide what they're going to do in that situation. And it was sad as hell because she needed help. But when they pulled up, she was irate, knife in hand, bang, 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 bang. And then the nigga looking all crazy, why you shoot her? Why you put her in a situation where she had to, when you call the police in these situations, somebody getting killed. Where people acting all crazy, is somebody gonna get bang, bang. But again, not to take away from this, but the important body cameras, young people with guns, I'm gonna say, I wish if I could change society for you guys, I would, but it is what it is. So we gotta learn how to navigate through it. And what we can do if we really want to change things is do it one person at a time, and that's starting in our house. And I'm your host, Yiremyahuw, the voice of Nuance. And this is the situation where we break everything down, not just left or right, black and white, but the whole picture with context, culture, and clarity. Thanks for watching.